What is going on, my St. Louis City fam? I'm your girl Kelly, here to give you the rundown on what went down in St. Louis City government this week. And I'm going to get right to it because it was a busy week this week. So, the first highlight I'm going to hit y'all with is yes, ward reduction season is finally here, y'all. So, if people aren't aware, they don't know, in 2012, voters went to the poll. So, people in the city of St. Louis, they voted to reduce the number of wards that comprise the city of St. Louis from 28 to 14. Yes, y'all. This is happening, and the first official meeting was conducted by the legislative committee of the Board of Aldermen, and they kicked it off with, again, getting it going with developing a plan, again, to make sure, the wards go from 28 to 14. So, yes. So, the legislative committee meeting, like I said, was held on Tuesday to kind of just get the things kicked off, to really talk about what this plan was going to do, what it was going to be, and all of that good stuff. So, this is basically what they discussed was that first off, it's going to be a lot of meetings to be had to come up with this plan. They're guessing one meeting a week for the next 8 to 10 weeks because they got to get this stuff done by the end of the year, y'all. Yes. So they're going to do what they can in their diligence, in their due diligence, to come up with this plan to get this stuff done because they on a deadline. Something else I wanted to mention was that in this plan, they'll hear from experts, their words, as well as citizens, and they'll use what is provided by those folks to really shape this plan that's being developed. And something else I just really wanted to lift up was that they mentioned this is going to be a fair, equitable, and legal process. So they just putting that out there. And they also mentioned, which I don't know if folks really are thinking about this. So again, we going from 28 to 14 wards, which means there won't be 28 alder people. There will be 14 alder persons representing each of the 14 wards. So that means there's going to be a lot of talk and discussion around just the structure of that. Like, does that mean that these alder people, since their boundaries will be a little bit larger of who they represent, does that mean they're going to be getting paid more? Does that also mean they're going to be getting more support staff to, again, support them with their roles and responsibilities as alder people? So it's a lot that's going to go into this plan, and I will keep y'all updated on this because, like, for real, this is kind of a big deal. So there's more to come, and I will keep you posted as things develop regarding this important issue. The next highlight I wanted to let y'all know about the City of St. Louis 911 service. So as we all know, there have been a lot of issues with the 911 service here in the city. People calling 911, being put on hold for that long, which clearly is not a good thing. So there are efforts in the works to improve that issue. And so the Public Safety Committee, they held a meeting on Tuesday to really talk through some of those issues, or, well, I guess to talk through solutions, right? Because we already know what the issues are, but to talk through and some solutions. One of the solutions that obviously has been kind of presented or mentioned or whatever is to combine the police and the firefighter EMS systems together. Because my understanding is you call 911, you have someone that kind of like, serves as a navigator and directs you to, the different departments. So firefighters, again, their system is different from, let's say, the police department. So they're talking about kind of combining all of those in some way. And so there are some issues with this. So first and foremost, Alderman Vaccaro, literally, he went Rodney Dangerfield ham in the meeting, saying, look, as Board of all people, we get no love. We get no respect. There is no respect on our name, y'all. Because he was saying that like an hour before the meeting, he got a letter from the Director of Public Safety, and in this letter, they were saying that they've been working on things since 2019. However, the Board of Aldermen Clearly, they haven't been engaged at all in these discussions or in this process. Also, Alderman Vaccaro said, yo, I invited people from the police department and the fire department so they can come to talk about this plan, and it's been crickets. So it's like, what the hell? He's like, we just gonna have to utilize some subpoena power to force these people to come to our committees to have these conversations, because right now we get no respect on our names. So yeah, so he went full Rodney Dangerfield during the meeting. So something else that was brought up with an issue is that honestly they're not sure if this change can happen without a vote from residents, as the charter would have to be changed in order to allow this combining of the different departments. Something else that was lifted up with a concern. So a brother by the name of Mr. Alfred, he serves as the union rep for EMS, firefighters, and dispatchers. He said, hell, we haven't seen this plan yet. So, we can't even tell you if we for or against it because we ain't seen it. So, yeah, I don't know, y'all. I'm sure there's more to come regarding this issue. And I'll keep you updated with new developments. And then the last update I wanted to mention, or highlight rather. So the investigation will officially be launched next week regarding the city's towing facilities. And this will be spearheaded by the Board of Aldermen Streets, Traffic, and Refuse Committee. So apparently there was an audit earlier this year that had been conducted. And also there have been word from some employees or former employees of the city's tow lot that have brought to light, quote, missing cars and missing money. So apparently, vehicles towed to the lot, and they have these auctions of those vehicles. Well, these vehicles get auctioned off, but then they end up missing. So there's going to be a lot of questions and investigation, inquiry, all of that officially starting next week. So yes, I will keep you posted on that as well. All right, y'all, I'm rounding it out. This is my favorite part of this rundown, the legislative corner. So there were a couple of pieces of past legislation this week. So the first one, Bill number 61, which, highly, I don't know if you want to call it controversial. I don't know. It was hotly debated about last week. So this board bill, sponsored by Alderman Oldenburg, it was officially passed this morning, making it unlawful for folks to lift door handles or try doors of successive cars without permission from owners to enter the car. So that was, again, officially passed this morning. There was also a unanimous passage of a resolution. Unanimous, that means everybody in the Board of Aldermen supported the passage of a resolution that extends the the health department's indoor masking orders in the city of St. Louis for another 30 days. And then something else I wanted to kind of put on people's radar with regards to legislation. There was a resolution introduced this morning, resolution number 96, which would basically strengthen the subpoena authority of committees of the Board of Aldermen. So that resolution, it was assigned to, I believe, the Rules Committee. So I'm sure people gonna have a lot to say about that. That's all I have for you this week, y'all. Please stay safe out there. Have a great weekend, and you will see me soon. Peace.